What's up, everybody? It's Jonny with Six Pack Shortcuts. What I'm going to do is run through a brief list of 5 items or 5 foods that I consider a little healthy cheat that you can pretty much consume guilt-free. When I go to pick whatever my healthy cheat is or whatever my indulgence is, it kind of depends on what I'm craving. And you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you might be there that one day, oh man, I want something salty, or oh, I want something sweet, or heck, it might be I want booze. I don't know what you're thinking, but you know, it's going to be different, and everybody's taste buds are different. So for me, one thing that I crave all the time, and this is my number 5 healthy snack, is ice cream. Well, let's just be honest here. Ice cream, it's so good, but it's so bad for you. So in the last couple years, there have been quite a few companies that have come out with seriously low-calorie ice cream. So my number 5 favorite healthy cheat food is actually called Arctic Zero ice cream. You can actually find this ice cream at most grocery stores these days. The company has really grown. I've seen it in Walmart. I've seen it here in Texas. We have H-E-B. I've seen it in Kroger. So what this ice cream is it's a extremely low-calorie ice cream. So obviously it's not going to taste like a real ice cream, but it tastes pretty good, especially if you've been dieting. They've got multiple flavors: chocolate and vanilla, maple pecan, cookie dough, mint chocolate chip. I may have tried all of them. I may not have, but I have. So the key is with this ice cream is the calories per serving. So when you get a regular pint of ice cream, depending on what it is, let's talk about Ben & Jerry's, because let's be honest, it's pretty legit stuff. But you're gonna have anywhere from, the least I've seen is like 250 calories up to like 350, 400 calories per serving. So multiply that by 4. So let's say you have 400 calories per serving. There's 4 servings in a pint, 1,600 calories in that pint. Let's take the Arctic Zero. 4 servings, 130 calories. 130 calories in the entire pint. Each serving is 35 calories. So what they've done is they use sweeteners and that sort of thing to take out all the sugars and all the fats. So it's essentially like a frozen yogurt, but it's even lighter than that. So I'm begging you just to try it. It's a good substitution for ice cream. I want to say it's even lactose free. But anyways, you can find tons of different flavors. They've come out with some more flavors. There are some new flavors that are coming out that have slightly more calories. I think they're 70 calories per serving. But even still, then 70 calories per serving versus 400 calories per serving, that's what I call a healthy cheat. All right, let's move on to my number 4 favorite healthy cheat. And this one, there's no magic behind this one, but when I tell people about this one, they're like, really? Or, oh, you can do that? And that's what I like to make: protein pudding. So my number 4 healthy cheat is protein pudding. So what I do is I take the whey protein I typically use. I've got tons of different flavors. I like to buy different flavors of whey protein and try it out. And heck, I'm 5.5 weeks out of a show. There's nothing wrong with eating whey protein. Now, there's something to be said for eating it all the time or replacing all of your real food meals. You shouldn't do that. But a little bit of whey protein here and there in powder form is okay. So what I do to make protein pudding is I take the powder and I put it in a bowl, a plastic bowl, and then I mix it up either with water or egg whites. And the egg whites, they got to be out of the carton. They got to be pasteurized. You can't use raw egg whites because you can get sick. So you actually just mix it up, and you only want to add a little bit. So just add a little bit at a time, and it might get stiff, and then you add a little bit more, and you can add water, and it tastes. I can't even explain to you. It tastes so good. So right now I'm eating this glazed cinnamon bun flavor protein, and I mix it up, and literally it's like I'm eating a cinnamon bun. However, I'm only eating 2 scoops of protein. It's 250 calories, and it's all protein. So again, another great substitution. This is what I call a healthy cheat. There are 300 different flavors of whey protein out there these days. Most of them I've found, some mix better than others with water or egg whites, but give it a try. You'll be surprised at how good it tastes. You can also get creative, mix it with 0% fat Greek yogurt. You can add in a little granola, make like a parfait. So give it a try, see what you think. All right, my number 3 favorite healthy cheat is by a company called Quest. This isn't an advertisement or anything. Quest, I have nothing to. Quest gets a lot of my money because they're good bars. So you may be familiar with the Quest bars. They have these really healthy. They've got a good macro profile, low carbs. About 20 grams of protein each bar. They're about 200, 250 calories. So Quest has actually started manufacturing protein chips. So like I said earlier, it depends on what I'm craving. If you get that salty craving, Quest protein chips are amazing. The whole bag of chips is 120 calories. And again, it's all protein. Somehow they figured out a way, and I don't know how, props to the engineers or whatever you want to call them, the cooks at Quest. They've made some delicious chips. They've got salt and vinegar, they got plain. I think I had barbecue one time. But again, it's a healthy substitution. It tastes good, and it feels like you're eating real chips, so give it a try. All right, guys, my number 2 healthy cheat is, you might look at me crooked when I tell you this one, but it's cucumber salad. Oh my gosh. So cucumbers are about 98% water. So cucumbers are one of those vegetables that you can eat quite a bit of, and the calories they don't really add up. Again, it's a lot of water, it's a lot of insoluble fiber, you just digest it, and so you can eat a lot of it, and it tastes good. So what I like to do is chop up a bunch of cucumbers, and I got this idea from going to sushi restaurants. I love seaweed salad and cucumber salad, and you can add seaweed to this if you can find some seaweed at your grocery store, but I like to just chop up some cucumbers. You can maybe add something, maybe add a little zucchini or add some onions, get creative, add some chopped up tomatoes, and then just use some light vinegar, either balsamic, maybe some red wine vinegar, season it up. You can actually also, if you want to, add some sweetener, add some like stevia or Splenda to give it a sweet taste, mix it up, and you eat it like a salad right there, and I'll tell you, it is amazing. It's delicious, it's really good for you, and it's really not that many calories. Urge you to give it a try. Make your own homemade cucumber salad. All right, y'all. So I've given y'all some of my favorite super healthy cheat snacks. The Arctic Zero. I gave you the protein pudding. I gave you the Quest potato chips, and then I gave you the cucumber salad. And now we're gonna finish it off with the creme de la creme. My favorite, my absolute go-to for when it's dieting and I'm craving something. I want something good and something different, and it just makes you feel better. And it's something called Miracle Noodles. And I'm not lying. They are called Miracle Noodles. And I'll tell you why they're called Miracle Noodles, because it's a miracle, because they have 0 calories in them, and they're noodles. Swear to Bob. 0 calories. You can look at the nutrition info. So what Miracle Noodles are is this company has figured out a way to manufacture noodles that are completely carb-free, completely calorie-free, and it's just completely soluble fiber. So what that means is when you eat it, you don't really digest it. It just kind of turns you a liquid, and it's got fiber in it, so it helps you go to the bathroom. So what it's made from is actually made from the root of an underwater plant that they get in, like, I think it's from Japan or something that's very deep in the ocean. But they get this root, and they've figured out, it's not a mushroom, but it's kind of similar to something like that maybe. But they figured out how to make these noodles. 0 calories, 0 carbs, nothing. So when you buy them, you can get them at the grocery store. A lot of the local grocery stores are starting to carry them. H-E-B has them in the gluten-free section. I've found them at Kroger, and I've definitely found them at Whole Foods. So they come in a little bag, and the bag actually, it's not dry noodles, so you have to go to the refrigerator section, and they come in a bag, and they've got water in it, and then you'll see the noodles. They've got fettuccine, they've got angel hair, they've got garlic and herb noodles, they've got all kinds of different ones that you can try, and they're all calorie free. So here's the kicker. What you do is they're very easy to cook. You just strain out the water, you wash them off. It takes about 20 seconds of straining them, and then you can put them in a pan, and they don't take that long to cook. So what I've noticed is whatever seasoning you mix in that pan, it takes on that flavor. So my favorite thing to do, and remember this one, is my no-calorie mac and cheese. So here's the 2 ingredients that you need. Miracle Noodles and Colonel Seasons Nacho Cheddar Seasoning. So now the Colonel Seasons Nacho Cheddar Seasoning, it's an artificial seasoning you can get in the popcorn section at your grocery store. They've got white cheddar, they've got garlic parmesan, they've got jalapeno cheddar. But you get the nacho cheese, you take that, you strain your noodles, put them in the pan, you saute them, add a little spinach, some veggies, and then you take about a teaspoon of the nacho seasoning, mix it in there, and it'll turn orange. It'll soak it all up, and it'll taste like freaking mac and cheese. Just give it a try. I promise you, 0 calories in that. So hopefully I gave you guys some good tips on some good healthy cheats out there. Give them a try. You'd be surprised, especially once you start eating healthier and you start to eliminate those really bad foods and eating out all the time out of your diet. your body will get acclimated to the whole foods, and then when it gets these little, even though they're healthy, it'll taste really good. So check us out, Six Pack Shortcuts on YouTube, some more information on workouts, nutrition, heck, anything fitness related. I'm Jonny. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great day.